What's up, everybody? MetroPython. I'm going to be going over a TurboGrafx 16 Mini build. Pretty much ripped out the insides of the original TurboGrafx 16 Mini and replaced it with a Raspberry Pi 3B. I didn't put a 4 in it because you don't really need to. 3B plays everything fine. As you can see, I threw an external port there for a memory card. Got a little fancy 3D printed a HU card. This great little device. It's about 644 games on this build. I think they only released like 679, 35 missing games. I'm not sure where they are. If you know what they are, let me know. It was about 294 games for the PC Engine, 194 for the PC Engine CD, 96 for the TurboGrafx 16, 53 for the TurboGrafx 16, and 5 for the SuperGrafx with 2 enhanced games. As you can see, I put 2 USB ports in the back. Let's see, external SD card. Man, that thing is dusty. So I put the 2 ports in the back, and I got the 8-bit too. Wireless TurboGrafx 16 controllers. They work great. I don't know why they're not standard Bluetooth. I think you could actually use them on a Mini if you want, because they come with receivers. So once you put those receivers in the back and you put that cover on it, you can't even notice it there. It looks great. Let's start this thing up. Music is ripped right from the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. So here you go. The UI is very similar. Start with the PC Engine, the first device that came out. PC Engine came out in 1987. From like 87 to 94, I think there was like 17 different models. It was made between a joint venture between Hudson Soft and NEC. NEC had a bunch of devices in Japan. Hudson Soft tried to sell their graphic chips to Nintendo. Nintendo balked at it, so Hudson Soft and NEC joined up, and they made the PC Engine. That was released in '87. Pretty big console back then. It was only really competing with the NES. Tiny device, like a third of the size of the NES. It's really tiny. They had great third-party titles from Namco and Konami. So they were selling a ton back there. Like I said, the PC Engine side is 294 games. So we'll just scroll through a bunch of them. They also used the sort name tag in the gamelist.xml, so games appear in order. If it's a sequential game pack, like a PC Kid 1, 2, and 3, they're all in order. And the US version, Bonk, and there's a couple other series that I had to put in order. Sort name works great for that. Let's just pick a game quick. Let's take Splatterhouse. Each game has loading screens taken from the Mini. Just like my Dreamcast build, I use PowerPoint to build those out. Works great. Background taken from the Mini as well. Play a little Splatterhouse. I mean, for 1987, this came out only going against the NES. I mean, how could you not play it? Genesis was still 2 years away from being born, so it's a great little device. I don't know what these things are. I'm not really sure why this guy looks like Jason or how they didn't even get sued. This is a trippy game. Watch out for the body. Alright, let's go back to the menu and look at some more games. There we go. Little PC Engine CD-ROM Castlevania. I believe this is the English translated version. You can see the CD has a different loading screen. Beautiful Konami logo. So the PC Engine was released in '88. Still a year.
Vor langer Zeit lebten die Menschen glücklich
This is the
und
English
zufrieden.
version. So the CD was released in December of '88, a full year before the Genesis. It's like two devices, kind of the way, kind of sat on like a base unit, almost like the Sega Genesis 2 and the Sega CD2 kind of deal.
Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne und das Böse fraß sich tief in ihre Seelen. Vom Wahnsinn getrieben schmiedeten sie einen Pakt mit dem Teufel. Zu später Stunde kamen sie zusammen, um gemeinsam die Mächte der Finsternis mit ihrem sündigen Blut zu rufen. Sie zu erlösen von ihrer sterblichen Existenz, den Anbeginn einer neuen Welt vor Augen. Und so begab es sich, dass nach 100 Jahren das Böse wieder Fleisch geworden war. Als unsterbliches Geschöpf der Nacht kann es die Gestalt des Wolfs, der Fledermaus oder des Nebels annehmen. Es labt sich am Blut der Menschen. Dracula, der Fürst der Finsternis, Herr des Teufelsschlosses, ist auferstanden.
As you can tell, I am awful at these types of games. Alright, let's try something else. So, like I said, 194 PC Engine CD-ROM games. Beast. It's a good game. It was interesting how Sega made games for this unit. You'll find Outrun, Space Harrier, Altered Beast. Let's move on to TurboGrafx 16. TurboGrafx 16 was released 15 days after the Genesis. It took a whole 2 years for it to come overseas. I guess NEC had to redesign and to add a little more girth to the device. There you go. You got Bonks 1, Bonks 2, Bonks 3 all in order. Thanks to the sort name tag. Yeah, so Game Over looks totally different. Probably for the better. And then they changed the name to add a 16 to it to kind of fake the people out thinking it's a 16-bit device when it's really just an 8-bit microprocessor and a 16-bit graphic processor. So Genesis still has the distinction of being the first 16-bit device. I'm not sure why they waited so long to release this. I think it may have been a little more successful had it come out 87 or 88. Let's play a little Legendary Axe. Legendary Axe was Game of the Year for all consoles in 1989. It's a Castlevania-like game. So I'll probably suck at it. Oh, guess we're going down. Big spider. Shooting little spiders. I'm awful at these games. That's why I stick to sports games. Alright, am I stuck down here? I don't know where to go. I'm stuck. Can't climb. Let's go back to the spider. Maybe I could climb up that rope. Spider. Oh, spider got me again. As you can see, I'm terrible at these games. I'm sure it's a great game. I believe EGM when this is Game of the Year, but I don't know where to go. Oh, cut off his legs. Uh-oh. He's gonna get me. He's gonna die on purpose. Alright, let's try something else. Scrolling in the bottom there, that yellow bar, you'll see, you know, how many players can play, one, whatever that is, and then the little console units are how many, what's the rating of the game. So that's a 3.5 game, 4, 2.5. That's all taken from when it's screen scraped. If that stuff is inside the gameless XML, it'll give you that stuff. So that's TurboGrafx. Let's move on to the CD. TurboGrafx CD came out like 89, I think, like $400. This should have about 53 games. Some good ones in here. Try Madden Football is kind of interesting. If you try that, it actually uses the run button as the third button. I think they showed that off in another demo, so we'll try something else. Play Lords of Thunder. Different loading screen for the TurboGrafx CD. I think this game came out like 93 or so. Got a great soundtrack. It's a shooting game. There's a ton of shooting games on this device. If you like shooting games, this is a device for you. I am just as bad at shooters as I am on side scrollers, so don't forget to like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. We're going to have a lot of different consoles on this channel. as I play this game and try not to get killed. Let me know what you want to see next. I got a Commodore 64 Mini. I got a Sega Genesis Tower of Power Mini. I got a PlayStation Mini. All with RetroPies in them. Working on a N64 Mini that's 3D printed. That's a complete original design. It's not just replacing the innards or the pies, 3D printed. Alright, I'm dead. Let's try something else. So I added the SuperGrafx to this, which isn't in the Mini. You'll see that in a second. Let's just finish scrolling through. 194 or so. Alright, let's go to SuperGrafx. SuperGrafx was actually released in the same year as the TurboGrafx CD, obviously in Japan. Only made 5 games for it, plus 2 enhanced games. The Darius games were enhanced. This is one of my favorite games, Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghouls and Goblins. I'm not sure which one it says. It's one of those games. I would say this is probably almost arcade perfect. Very colorful. I believe the SuperGrafx had enhanced colors, which you can see how colorful it is. Games like this, that turbo controller comes in handy. Oh man. Sound separation is really good in this. Oh, I don't want this blue thing. This is the worst. Ugh. Good. I need a knife back. Oh, let me get that. Much better. I drop down. I hate this part. I think in all my years of playing this game, I got to the 3rd level once. Ugh. Oh well, that was fun while it lasted. Let's try something else. So let me just show you some of the backgrounds. I think it's select in one, brings up to retro. arc menu. I'm old school, so I like the old school menu. You can change it to whatever you want. So there's a couple of different backgrounds taken from the Mini. I'll show you so you can see it. This is background 1. That's the main one that they use. Background 2. Background 3. So there's also an option as a background to play as the TurboGrafx. So you have this, but in order to do that, you have to scale your screen down to a tiny little thing. So if you really, really, really want to do it, here's the information on scaling the screen down. You gotta do a custom size, and it's 640, 320, 640, 450, and that should give you enough. Let's just make sure. Let's reset it, which is, there it is. You're playing the TurboGrafx Express. I'm not really sure why you'd want to play this small, unless you have a 400-foot TV. You don't mind it, but I guess it's kind of cool. It's a novelty. I would imagine you guys playing games fully like this. Oh boy. Alright, let's go back to the menu, show you a couple other things. Oh, we got a high score. So if you download this image, see if you can beat my high score, which I don't even know how I got a high score. It was awful. You see the little stuttering in the menu. It's just because it's a Pi 3. So you get the regular RetroPie menu, settings, and that's about it. I mean, this is as close as I can get you to the TurboGrafx 16 using emulation station. Maybe we'll play around with that Pegasus front end. Maybe I can create my Genesis front end with that. The Bonks games are great. I'm not going to show you. I showed you those before, but it even has a little shutdown script. I flick the switch, you get this guy, a little PC Engine, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you stuck through it this long, we were about a half hour. Thank you. Like, subscribe, do it all. Peace out.